But still, the meat industry is getting hit hard by the coronavirus, with 1 in 5 Wendy's stores now running out of beef. President Trump is calling on processing plants to stay open as Nebraska Senator Deb Fischer successfully pushes the USDA to investigate meat packers for what she describes as price manipulation. Senator Deb Fischer is joining us now. Senator, good morning to you. Thanks for being here. Could you start big picture for our viewers and explain why are we facing a meat shortage in this country right now?
Well, our ag producers are being hit incredibly hard right now by COVID, and especially different segments of the ag economy in Nebraska, cattle, pork, ethanol, they are being devastated. And at the same time, we have ag producers, farmers and ranchers, I call them food heroes, who are out every single day trying to make sure that Americans stay fed. We have a large supply chain. For example, when you look at the beef industry, you have cow-calf producers, you have feedlots where they fatten the cattle, they then go on to packing plants, and then you have that good American, good Nebraska beef that's in the grocery stores. Right now we're seeing great prices for the packers, and I understand that markets cycle up and down, but when you have such discrepancy in prices from the family farmer working on his ranch to produce that critter that's going to end up to be a good steak, it needs to be looked into. So I'm happy that we're seeing the president made a comment to support looking into it. My attorney general in Nebraska joined 10 other attorney generals in other states to urge the Department of Justice to be able to look into this, because we want to make sure we have a supply chain that works well for all participants within that chain, and we want to make sure that we have good protein on the shelves in grocery stores.
This obviously greatly affects the consumer, which you are trying to look out for. There are 11 state attorneys general sending a letter now to AG Bill Barr about this problem, urging federal investigation into the matter. They're talking about sizable profit margins for the meat packers because the price, obviously, of the cattle is going down, but the meat on the shelf continues to go up. Senator, if you could, finally, where do you think this investigation will end up? And what do we face as a country as far as the availability of meat on our shelves?
Well, I just want people to remember that the supply chain is working well right now, and to not do this panic buying. We don't want to see beef and pork turn into the toilet paper fiasco that happens. So just buy what you need. It's going to be there. We're going to make sure that we continue to push for these investigations. There shouldn't be any manipulation of the markets. There should not be any price gouging going on, and especially during a pandemic. So I'm pleased that the attorneys generals are working on this. I have pushed for it. I've asked Senator Mike Lee to have a hearing in his subcommittee which deals with antitrust, so that we can have some transparency, so that we can get some questions answered about what truly is happening here.
The president's words, I've asked them to take a very serious look into it because it shouldn't be happening that way, and we want to protect our farmers. Talking about the farmers and ranchers getting hurt, but the meat packing plants doing fine in the middle of all of this. So we will continue to follow this story. Senator, keep us posted. We'll have you back to give us an update on where things stand. Thanks so much.